So I have these three types of spider plants, and during winters, one day the frost was really bad, and I couldn't save my plants, and they almost all died. And now the spring is here, and I see that there are new sprouts coming up. So I want to take them out from their containers and replant them, or repot them, so that first of all they get clean, and also these plants have been in the same container for last 3 years, so it will be a good idea. So that's what I'm going to do. So I have watered them yesterday, so hopefully the soil is moist, and they'll come out easily. So I'm going to take them out, and then change the soil, and then plant them back, and let's see how they do. So these are three different types. So this is completely green, this one has white in the middle of the leaves, and this one has green in the middle of the leaves. Look at the roots, because it's been there for 3 years. So in any case, it was time to transplant them. Same thing here. So I had put this plastic at the bottom so that it kind of retains the moisture. It had holes, and look at this. So first of all, most of these roots, the ones that are going round and round at the bottom, you should break them, because then they have this memory, and then the roots just keep going round and round. And in any case, we are going to remove most of these roots because they're just too many. So this is a very hardy plant, so don't be afraid to pull apart the plants and just cut off all these big tubers that develop over time. Even if the plants have small roots left, they will survive. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to uh, pull all these plants apart, and just save a few healthy ones, the ones that have green leaves, and that will be sufficient for me. In no time, they'll just develop more plants, and you will see how hardy they are and how they regrow so quickly. In general, spider plant roots grow so big that every couple of years you should transplant your plants in any case. In my case, I didn't do it for 3 years, but because of the frost, now I have to do it. But in general, you should see that if the plant seems to be, or the leaves seems to be browning for no reason, you have been watering and it is in shade and it is still browning, probably it is not getting enough nutrition because there are too many roots in the planter. So it is time to transplant. The other thing, the symptom that you can look for is that if the roots are coming out of the bottom of the planter or from the top, you can see the roots on the top, they are protruding out. That means the whole planter is full of roots, or they are coming out of the bottom. That means, again, it doesn't have space, and that's why the roots are coming out. So when the planter is full of roots, basically the soil also is not there and there is no nutrition. So the plant doesn't like it. It starts to become dull, and it starts to brown no matter how much you water it. So that's the time when you need to transplant it. By the way, I have a lot of videos on spider plants, how to grow them in water, how to propagate them from pups, how to fix their problems. So if you have not seen those, I'll put those videos in the description and you can check them out. And if you like what you see here, Please subscribe to my channel and share it with your friends and family. And don't forget to press the bell icon so that you get notified when a new video is uploaded. So these are all the healthy plants that I could separate from those three planters. Rest everything is going in the compost. Now I'm going to do two things. One, that I'm going to remove all the dry leaves or dead leaves from these plants. And second, I'm going to remove all the thick roots, especially with the ones with the tubers, because those are mostly developed when the plants are under stress and they are old. We don't need those, and so I'm going to just trim them down for all of these. So yesterday we separated out the plants. We took it out from those root bound containers and put them in water, and here they are. So I have 3 hanging baskets here, and I want to plant them, these plants in those. So because I have 3 different kinds, so I'm just going to put each in a different one. So this one has green in the middle. This one also has green in the middle. So let's say, and some of them, I was able to save these plantlets. Okay, so I'm going to put these in here. And this is a regular potting soil mix, and it has a lot of cocoa peat in it, so that you don't have to water it that often, because when they are outside. But these make very good house plants also, because they don't require that much light. In fact, if you put them in direct sunlight, they kind of burn. So best is to hang them, you know from a tree, so that the tree branches give it the shade. So just planting all the 3 different kinds in 3 different planters. And now they should be happy because they have fresh soil, and we have removed so much of fruit and dead leaves and all the dead materials. So they have room to grow. So I'm sure that they are going to thrive in here. So I'm going to water them thoroughly and then hang them outside under a tree. And let's see in a few months, how they grow. So it's been about 3 months that we planted or transplanted these spider plants, and they're looking gorgeous. So all of them have grown really nicely. They look so healthy. They are developing, some flower stalks. So all the 3. And it is in partial sun area. So I have hung these from this tree, and it gets, they get filtered light, because this area doesn't get too much of direct sunlight. They get a lot of indirect sunlight, but very little direct sunlight, and they are just thriving over here. So, and I keep watering it like once a week, and it is fine even in hot summer, because it's not in direct sun. So basically, you have to, in our case, because the plants were damaged by the frost, so I had to transplant them. But you saw that, the plants were really root bound. So you have to watch for the signs of the plants being root bound. If they are getting a lot of dry leaves and they are not growing well, or the roots are protruding out of the soil, then that means it's time that you transplant them. And that's what we did, and they are thriving now. So I hope this video was useful to you. If you have any questions, leave a comment and I'll try to answer as soon as possible. If you like this video, press the like button, subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to share it with your friends and family. And I'll see you next time. Happy gardening. Bye.